This is the internals of a Sony TC-352d. There it is, as you can see here. So I got this for nearly nothing, and I wasn't very optimistic that it would work right away. But I like to mess with this, so I took it home to see what I can do. Luckily, it generally works. Let me show you. This is the on. We can see that there is light, and you have to put this safe above, so you can see that the motor is working. Okay, I left the safe, so the motor stopped. So this is a very simple design that it was done on many decks. So using a synchronous motor and with just a rubber idler here that like that connects to the flywheel, which is here. This kind of arrangement, mechanical arrangement, you can find it on many low-end decks, which is some Beo cords that I also have shown in my channel, the Saba, some Saba decks, what else? And Sony's, low-end Sony's use it a lot. This mechanism has some problems many times because this rubber roller that transport motions from the motor to the flywheel gets bad and it slips and it doesn't work correctly. Luckily, this is not the case with this machine. It looks like that it transports the motion correctly, so the speed of the machine looks to be okay. So another low-end arrangement is that this is a synchronous motor. It's an AC motor, and the speed of it relies solely on the frequency of the power mains. For this specific machine, the capstan here has a sleeve. If you unscrew the top here, let me show you. I have to be careful not to lose anything here. As you can see, I can take it out. There is a sleeve here. The capstan has a sleeve, so if the machine works on 60 Hz, the capstan runs faster, so you have to take out that sleeve. But if the machine runs on 50 Hz, the capstan normally moves slower, so you have to increase the diameter with this sleeve so that the machine runs the tape on the correct speed. The problem with these AC synchronous motors is that you cannot adjust the speed of it to compensate for tolerances, mechanical tolerances of this motor wheel and the flywheel. Other machines, for example, like my precious Revox here, it also has an AC motor, but the frequency for the power supply of the monitor is electronically controlled. So you can control the speed on this machine there, but on this machine you cannot, because the speed relies only on the frequency of the power line. To compensate for mechanical tolerances, the company, from what I know, used to give different kinds of this wheel here, a little bit smaller or bigger, depending on the speed that you would get at output. So a mechanic could replace that one with a slightly smaller one, and there are some numbers here. I think this is number 3, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe this is number 3. There are numbers there, so you could ask from Sony to provide the number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. I don't know how many numbers. Each one with a little, with small differences in diameter, so that you finally get the correct speed. But nowadays it's this has happened in the very, very past years. Nowadays you have to accept whatever that thing gives you. So what this machine does, I can show you. It works just like that. So the problem, one problem is that on the low speed, if I do this, you can see it doesn't touch, so it has some difficulty to reach the flywheel, which is here. So this motion here is not very free, and I think I can hear some noise from underneath here. So what I'm gonna do now on camera, I will try to do it on camera, is I will try to take all this out, which has 4 screws, I think. It's 1 screw down there, 1 screw down there, is it right? Yes, there. I think it's that screw, and you take all this out. You have to be careful because there are some springs here that may become loose, and you have to know where it was before so that you put it on the right place. I will take all this out. I will try to lubricate the flywheel, and then I will try to take out the motor of the machine and see how far in the motor I can go to give it a service. If it's serviceable, this motor, I don't even know. So let's see what I will do. I forgot to mention something more. In order to put the machine laying down on its back, I had to put here with a screw here and here 2 wooden blocks. Otherwise this fan would touch the ground and it wouldn't work. So in order to put the machine on its back like that, you see, you have to put these wooden blocks there so that the fan moves freely. Okay, so beware of that. Okay, let me show you where is the problem, and that thing doesn't move freely like that. Here, you see here there is a screw there. Here, this screw is coming from the back, so it looks like it was changed somewhere in the past, and it extends beyond this metal frame here, and this makes that thing wanna climb above the screw here. So I have to find out what I should do with this screw here, that it would make it be even with this metal plate here. So this is the screw, the problematic screw here, and obviously there should be a washer there that would lift the screw a little bit to this direction, so that it doesn't go out of this metal frame from the back. So these two metal rods here, they are used for the equalization, and they move these two sliders here. So this is low speed. You see, the right one went in for the normal speed, and the left one went also in for the high speed. That's how it works, and this is controlled by that screw that I had to adjust here, so that it doesn't go away to the other side of this metal part. So you have to adjust this somehow. This is moving, I don't know, I will check why, if it should. So you have to adjust these things so that you know that these sliders work properly and they do the equalization. It wasn't working properly at the beginning, that's why I'm saying this. Next thing is that that thing here is where the flywheel relies on top of it. Should be glued here, but it's unglued somehow, so I will use super glue, and after cleaning the back here with IPA and that part here, so that there is no oil, I will use super glue and glue it back there. So I used very thin sandpaper and sanded this flywheel here around, because it has a lot of residues on it. I have no idea if that was a good idea. I have no idea. I used very thin, like 400 I think, sandpaper. I thought that this way it would help the rubber roller grab a little bit more, but use it in that direction, the sandpaper, not in that direction. I try to do things like that with the sandpaper, as you can see here. So let's see if that worked. I have no idea. Well, actually I did have a hard time putting all this back together, because all the springs, all this stuff here, that here, which takes care of the brakes here, and many other things, I could not put them in a position again like they were. So I lost a lot of time trying to figure out how to put everything back together, but now it's everything is working correctly now. I did lose that washer here. The original washer was shaped like a cup, and I put a normal washer here because I tried to take this out to help me, and it popped away and I can't find it. I heard it falling down, but now I can't find it. Anyway, I will find it eventually. Here we can also see the sleeve. This is the sleeve of the roller of the capstan shaft here, and it has a small shape. Just, I don't know. Yes, here you can see that there's something coming out. This goes to the bottom like that. So you hold it here, you put it like that, and there is another similar notch down, and this latches into the notch. So if you do this, it will be there and will be safe. And then you take the screw and you screw it in to keep it in place. This is how it works to use the same mechanism for 60 and 50 Hertz of mains power. Okay. So let me show you something else. Well, finally I found this washer, but as I was working on this, look what happened. I found a newborn cat on my backyard, and now I'm trying to see if I can save it. I bought milk, and I put something warm under here, and now and I have this opened, just like that, and left there. So, no more video, I'm sorry, I will continue it sometime. Now I have to take care of a newborn cat. If it manages to survive, which is very, very, very difficult with newborn cats without a real mother cat. If it survives and it grows up a little bit, I will put it back on the backyard to stay with the other cats and just be around. Okay.